heart that won't get rest, heart that won't get rest. Darkened sky, darkened skies, darkened skies where won't get rest. Darkened skies, thunder skies won't get rest. Darkened skies. Won't get rest. Oh my God, won't get rest. Told my, I won't get rest. Won't get rest. Riding through the valley with my sins in the saddle. Dust on my soul, been fighting this battle. Whiskey on my breath, pain in my chest. A 6-shot heart that won't get rest. Dropped to my knees and dropped to my knees on the that won't get rest. Dropped to my knees, dropped him that won't get rest. Dropped him that won't get rest. Fell to my knees one day and fell to my knees one day in the desert. Won't get rest. Fell to my knees one day in the desert. Said, Lord, would you take this away? Get rest. Fell to my knees. Heart that won't get rest. Fell to my knees that day in the desert. Lord, would you? Said, Lord, would you take my? Fell to my knees that day in the desert. Say, Lord, would you take my breath? Say, Lord, would you take my desert? Said, Lord, would desert? Said, Lord, would desert? Said, Lord, would you take my breath? Lord, would you take my breath? I was a lone ranger now. Said, Lord, would you take my breath? I was a lone ranger now. I said, Lord, would you take my breath? Fell to my knees that day in the desert. Said, Lord, would you take my breath? Day in the desert. Say, Lord, would you take my breath? I was a lone ranger, now I ride with my Savior. Say, Lord, would you take my breath? I was a lone breath. I was alone. Breath. I was a lone ranger, now I ride with my Savior. Standing strong, always keeping His word in my favor. Lone ranger, now I ride with my Savior. Standing strong, always keeping His word in my favor. Word in my favor. When the devil ties the word in my favor. to go higher on this part right here, but my voice isn't gonna go there. Always keeping his word in my favor. When the devil does a lasso, God already filled my revolver. That's what I would have done, but I would have shouted. Always keeping his word in my favor. When the devil does a lasso, God already filled my revolver. Always keeping. It comes less country with that melody. Standing strong, always keeping his word in my favor. Oh, when the devil ties a lasso, God already filled my revolver. God already filled my revolver.
Hear broccoli. Literally cooking that.
Huh? Oh, when the devil ties a lasso, God already filled my revolver. Filled my revolver. He made a way for me. Take my. I was alone. He made a way. Revolver. He made a way. Revolver. He made a way for me. God already filled my revolver. He made a way for me.
I know you're trying not to be loud,
Mm-hmm.
but it's echoing.
Okay. Okay. He made a way for me. Down around. He made a way for me. He made a way for me. Way for me. What's this last line? Wait for me. 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 Loving me when I was unstable. Wait for me. Loving me when I was unable. Wait for me. Love me when loved me when loved for me. Love me when I was unable. Made a way for me. Wait for me. Love me when I was unable. Wait for me. Love me when I was unable. For me. Love me when I was unable. Love me when I was unable. Love me when I was unable. Used to pull up. Love me when I was unable. Used to pull up with the. Used to pull up. Used to pull up ready. Used to pull up looking for them. Used to pull up looking for. Used to pull up looking for. Evil. Used to pull up with her. Used to pull up ready. Used to pull up looking for a way to. Used to pull up looking for a way to murder. Used to pull up with the. Used to pull up looking for a way.
I gotta watch what I say on live.
Used to pull up. Used to pull up looking for. Used to pull up. Used to pull up looking for. Used to pull up looking for a mama. Used to pull up looking for used to pull up looking for a mama. Used to pull up looking for a mama. Used to pull up looking for a mama. Used to pull up looking for. Used to pull up looking for.
Oh.
Used to pull up. Used to pull up with the chrome plated. Used to pull up with. Used to pull up with that iron in my holster. Used to pull up with that iron in my holster. Used to pull up with that iron in my holster. Used to pull up with that iron on my holster. That's cool. Used to pull up with that iron on my holster. fighting this battle. keep that word on my. Now I keep that word in my. Now I keep his word in my. Used to pull up with that iron in my holster. Now I keep that word in my. Now I keep that word in my. Now I keep that word in my. Now I keep that word ready. Now I keep that word on. Now I keep that word in my. Now I keep that word. Now I keep that word in my holster. Now I keep that word on my. Now I keep that word on my head just like a. Or does that rhyme with holster? Iron in my holster. Now I keep that word on. Now I keep that word on. Now I keep that word inside my head. Now I keep that word on my head like a wall. So I'm thinking culture. Iron in my holster. Now I keep that word in my head like Now I keep that word in my head like oh. Iron in my holster. Now I keep that word in my head, I'm gas. Now I keep that word. Now I keep that word on my. Now I keep that word on my head. I'm trying to think. Refer to like bullets in this as well. Iron in my holster. Now I keep that word in my head. Now I keep the. Now I keep the bullets in my. Now I keep the bullets in my. Now I keep the. Now my bullets shoot with. Now my bullets shoot from my tongue. Now my bullets shoot from the iron in my holster. And now my gun shoots from the. Now my gun shoots from my head and my. Now my gun shoots from the. Now my gun shoots from his word. Iron in my holster. Now my gun shoots. Now my gun shoots from his word and it's arm. Oh, now my gun shoots from. Now my gun shoots from his word and his soul. Now my gun shoots from his word and I'm sober. Iron in my holster. Now my gun shoots from his word and now my gun shoots from his word and my. Now my gun shoots from his word and my soul for oh. Now my gun shoots from his word and his iron in my holster. Now my gun shoots from his word and it's over. Iron in my holster. Now my gun shoots from his head. Now my gun shoots from it. Now my gun shoots from his word. Now my gun shoots from his word and it's. Now my gun shoots from his word and it's over. And it's. church pew. Talk to my God. Got a brand new my heart where there once were scars. Roots run deep where there once were scars. Roots run deep in the my heart where there once were scars. Once were scars. Devil on my shoulder. Once were scars. Ain't no church pew. Ain't no church pew in the ain't no church pew in the desert. Ain't no church pew in the ain't no church pew in the town. Ain't no church pew. Once were scars. Ain't no church pew in the range. Once were scars. Ain't no church pew in the range. Once were scars. Now I'm just riding on a brand. Used to chase gold. Once were scars. Used to chase gold. Once were scars. Demons can lurk, but my soul's on guard. Peace in my heart where there once were scars. Devil tried to kill me, but my devil tried to end me, but my once. But the Savior too. Oh. I will try to give me what the Savior wants. Once were scars. Devil tried to kill me, but the Savior wants some. Once were scars. Once were scars. Devil tried to end me, but my devil tried to end me, but my once were scars. Once were scars. Once were scars. Devil tried to end me, but my own altar. Once were scars. Devil tried to end me, but my home. Once were scars. Devil tried to end me, but but my Savior's big heart kept him from me. Was alone. Once were scars, devil tried to hit me, but once were scars, devil tried to hit me, but my Savior's big heart put them bombing. Scars, devil tried to hit me, but my devil tried to hit me, but my Savior won't so. My Savior against all. Devil tried to hit me, but my Savior once gone down. Devil tried to hit me, but my Savior won't down. Heart where there once were scars. Devil tried to hit me, but my choose from his word and it's over. Demons can lurk, but my soul's on guard. Peace word and it's over. Demons can lurk, but my soul's on guard. Peace in my heart where there once were scars. Cowboys and training, cowboys and training to save all the lost souls. Once were scars, now I'm in training to save. Cowboys in training, once were scars. Cowboys in training to save all the lost souls. Save all the lost souls. I was a lone ranger, now I ride with my Savior. I was a lone ranger, now I ride with my Savior. I was a lone ranger, now I was a lone ranger, now I ride with my Savior. Standing strong, I was alone, I was a lone ranger, now I ride with my Savior. I was a lone ranger, now I ride with my Savior. Standing strong, always keeping his word in my favor. Peace in my heart where there once were. Devil ties a lasso, got already filled my revolver. He made a way for me, loved me when I was unable. He used to pull up with that iron. He used to pull up with that iron on my holster. He used to pull up with that iron. He used to pull up with that iron on my holster. Now my gun shoots from his word and it's over. Demons can lurk, but my soul's. He used to pull up with that iron on my holster. Now my gun shoots from his word and it's over. Demons can lurk, word and it's over. Demons can lurk, but my soul's on guard. Demons lurk. Demons can lurk, but my soul's on. Over. Demons can lurk, but my now my gun shoots from his word and it's over. Demons can lurk, but my soul's on guard. Peace in my heart where there once were. Demons can lurk, but my used to pull up with that iron on my holster. Now my gun shoots from his word and it's over. Demons can lurk, but my soul's on guard. Peace in my heart where there once were scars. Cowboys in training to soul's on guard. Peace in my heart where there. Now my gun. He made a way for me. Loved me when I was unable. He used to pull up with that iron on my holster. Now my gun shoots from his word and it's over. Demons can lurk, but my soul's on guard. Peace in my heart where there once were scars. Cowboys in training to save all the lost souls. As a lone ranger, now I ride with my savior. Standing strong, always keeping his word in my favor. Oh, when the devil ties the lasso, God already filled my revolver. He made a way for me, loved me when I was unable. Revolver. He made a way for me, loved me when I was unable.
Let's see. Trying to figure out where to save this. Best place is to save it. We're in November now. New folder, November. Just need to be consistent with that. Okay. And standing strong, always keeping his word in my favor. I'm standing strong, always keeping his word in my favor. All right. Here we've got the song. Let me make sure I have all the lyrics. Here we go. Riding through the valley with my sins in the saddle. Dust on my soul, been fighting this battle. Riding through the valley with my sins in the saddle. Dust on my soul, been fighting this battle. Whiskey on my breath, pain in my chest, a 6-shot heart that won't get rest. Fell to my knees that day in the desert. Said, Lord, would you take my breath? I was a lone ranger, now I ride with my savior. Standing strong, always keeping his word in my favor. Oh, when the devil ties the lasso, God already filled my revolver. He made a way for. Say, Lord. Say, yeah, right here. Day in the desert. Say, Lord, would you take my. Said, Lord, would you take my. That day in the desert. Brother, what's going on? Fell on my knees that day in the. Said, Lord, would you take my breath? Fell to my knees that day in the desert. Said, Lord, would you take my life? I was a lone ranger, now I ride with my savior. Said, Lord, would you take my life? Said, Lord, would you take my life? I was a lone ranger, now said, Lord, Savior, Father. He made a way for me, loved me when I was unable. He used to pull up with that iron on my holster. Now my gun shoots from his word and it's over. Demons can lurk, but my soul's on guard. Peace in my heart where there once were scars. Cowboys in training to save all the. Now my gun shoots from his word and it's over. Demons can lurk, but my soul's on guard. Peace in my heart where there once were scars. Cowboys in training to save all the lost souls. Now my gun shoots from it. Peace in my heart where there once were scars. Cowboys in training to save all the lost souls.
Okay. What's going on? Made a way for me, love me when I was on. Devil on my shoulder, telling me you're not closer. Oh my. The 50-year mortgage. Interesting. What? I'm so confused. Well, I guess that's
All right. Devil on my shoulder telling me I'm not closer. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 All right. I'm hopping off here. It's getting late and I gotta wake up early in the morning, getting a haircut. I'm excited to get a haircut because I haven't gotten a good haircut in a while, so. Peace, y'all. Peace. I'm ending the stream. I'll see you next time. Peace, y'all.